Hello guys, good night or early morning. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, so in this video we're going to be talking more about the XRP ETFs. And look, we have tomorrow the release of our first XRP ETF. Now, that is really exciting news. As you can see here, our first tweet is from XRP Update, and he tweets out, XRP breakout confirmed. XRP is waking up and it's looking dangerous, right? The rocket fuel is loaded, right? So you can see from this picture here, XRP finally breaking out. Here it's at 306, but I think it went down to, I believe, 304 or 304. I checked it before recording this video. It was like around 304. But I guess, you guys could fact check me in the comments. It's 11:50 p.m. Eastern time. But yeah, I believe it was 304. It went down a little bit to 304, but it still has broken out of this moving trend here. So moving on, right? You have Ali Char tweets out 2 scenarios for XRP. He tweeted this earlier this morning. We have either a breakout to $3.05 and surge to $3.60, or retrace to $2.80, break $2.90 and surge to $3.60. Which one are you leaning towards? Well, I think it's it's already broken out, as we can see from this chart here. And if this XRP ETF brings on the rally that some are assuming it might, we might see this head up to the $3.60 target, probably potentially surge past that, especially given next week, Wednesday, and the potential rate cuts. We could see definitely a massive boom. Over here we have Alan Crypto tweets out, interesting, XRP exchange reserve jumps up overnight massively, the largest jump ever recorded. Are exchanges getting ready for a demand surge, or is something else going on? Wow, it is indeed looking pretty interesting. So, if this is a foretelling of potentially the exchange is getting ready for the demand surge, this is absolutely bullish, to say the least. Right? We're just a couple of minutes off from midnight, so tomorrow morning could be potentially exciting with all of this news happening. Over here we have what is it from Good Morning Crypto, breaking: first spot XRP ETF goes live tomorrow. Let me just read on a little bit. It says the Rex Osprey Spot XRP ETF is indeed set to launch on September 12th, marking a significant milestone as the first spot XRP exchange-traded fund in the U.S. The SEC completed a 75-day review period without objections, allowing the fund to move forward under the Investment Company Act of 1940. This ETF, which directly holds XRP tokens rather than futures contracts, aims to provide retail and institutional investors with regulated exposure to XRP through traditional brokerage accounts, simplifying access without the need for crypto wallets or exchanges. Now that all sounds pretty good, but there's been if you go down to the comments here, you can see some people saying that it's not really an XRP ETF. XRP Austin is saying here, that it's not a traditional spot ETF where the fund holds the underlying asset. Saying, okay, here, according to, the bot he's using, it's saying, no, the Rex Osprey XRP ETF is not a spot ETF. But then if you go over to Good Morning America in the next comment, you could see, okay, well, according to his what he got it saying yes, that the RX Osprey XRP ETF is a spot product. So I mean, based on those two alone, let me see. I guess do they go further? Okay, so there seems to be mixed messages as to whether it's a spot or whether it is or isn't a spot ETF. But one thing's for certain, that we will all find out in the morning or in a couple of hours whether it is or isn't. So if it is, that is absolutely bullish news. And this is right ahead. This is the first of many to come, and this is ahead of the Fed potentially cutting rates, and cutting rates big. So bullish news all over. Let's look at this last tweet here from Smoke Dog. Remember the November 2025 deadline for ISO 222 migration is final and will not move. No more delays, 100%. Directly from Swift, documented. So again, just a reminder of, the bullish momentum that's really building here, or has been building for quite some time, right? You have the deadline. So it reads here, you have the deadline for your ISO 222, the new standard for electronic data interchange between financial institutions, has been notoriously changeable. Okay. And then it goes through all of that. Reading down here where it says fast forward to present day and migration to ISO 222 is still in the outbox. However, Swift has asserted that the current deadline for cross-border payments will not move, right? Organizations are set to migrate to ISO 222 CBPR Plus standard by November 25. All of this is, again, very good news. So we have a lot to expect in the months ahead, September, October, November. Just, bullish news after bullish news, and narrative build up to the push up in the crypto price. So again, if you have any money on the sidelines, now is the time to put the money in, and not financial advice. And with that being said, that's all for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.